Hello, everyone. It's Marielle. Welcome to another episode of Live with Marielle. I do these every Wednesday here inside the Facebook group and other places as well. So if you're catching this live, say hello. I'm using a StreamYard right now, so I would love to see if you're joining me live. Definitely comment below and share your name with me. It doesn't always give me your actual name but while I'm doing the live stream. So but today I'm excited because I am talking about something that I'm pretty passionate about. It's all about like how to attract the right audience to your business and to your offers. And this is something I'm pretty passionate about because I have tested so many things. And if you have a great product, if you have the perfect messaging, but you just don't. Hi, Sharon. Hello. Good to see you. If you have the right messaging and the right product, but it's in front of the wrong audience, it can get really, really frustrating. Okay. So over the years, I have really not perfected, but really up leveled a lot of my business and have really helped my clients, make small shifts so that you can really start working with the right people. If you're working with the right people, it actually makes your business so not only more profitable, but better. And that's because, when you're working with the right people, you have that feedback loop. So you know what's working, what you need to switch, your messaging gets better. They tell you exactly what they want, what they don't want, what they thought before they signed up with you, and your business just gets better. So all of those people that you see online that just have a really buttoned down marketing message, it's because they benefit from this feedback loop. Okay, but the question is, how do I do that? How do I actually put my content and start attracting the right people? And so if you've ever thought of things like people are really liking my content, but they don't go beyond that, they don't become buyers, then this is for you. If you are wondering, why are these people DMing me and liking my live streams or liking my content, but they just don't book a discovery call? That's because you're not, there's something you need to shift. If you get people onto even like a sales call, on a discovery call, and you know that you can help them solve their problem, but they're still hesitant to say yes, then this is for you. And like I said, one of the things that really shifts and changes for the better when you do get this correct, when you do get this right, is that people actually decide to start the conversation with you. And that's a really good feeling, when somebody actually messages you or tries to start the conversation with you because they encountered a piece of content that really captivated them. That's a really good feeling. I always say, I have this saying, goddesses don't chase. And if you do things correctly and set your business up correctly, you'll never have to chase. People will actually start the conversation with you. So that's one of the things that I love about getting this piece right. The other thing that happens is that when they do show up to a discovery call, they are already ready. They are already ready. They are ready to say yes because you've already built a relationship with them through your content. Okay. So by making just a few mindset shifts here, you can really save yourself a lot of doubt, because what happens is that when you're doing content and you're speaking to the wrong person, you start thinking things like, am I cut out for this? Maybe my offers suck. Maybe I'm just not meant to do this. The universe doesn't want me to do this, or like, why? So you start questioning and doubting your purpose and doubting your gifts and your ability to help people. And I don't want you to get there, because the world definitely needs more good people spreading good messages and helping each other, which is what we're here to do. So get this piece right, and you won't ever get to that burnout space. Okay. So like I remember back in the day when I launched one of my very first products, I was so excited because I knew that this product was great. Like my messaging was on point. I had really done my homework when it came to buttoning down the copywriting aspect for this offer. And something in my gut was just in my heart was so excited about it, but I really didn't have the audience to put it in front of. And so I started putting this amazing offer in front of an audience, and it wasn't selling and it wasn't selling. And, or it wasn't selling as fast as I wanted it to. And then eventually I did the homework and I put it in front of the right audience, and it started selling like hotcakes. And what that taught me, it taught me a big lesson. It taught me that never judge your product or your offer until you put it in front of the right audience. So tell me if this is making sense, and what kind of questions do you have, or what kind of struggles do you have when it comes to putting your offer in front of the right place, in front of the right people. I had one of my clients a little while ago that said, Marielle, they're loving my live streams, but they're sending me these DMs that they love it, but they just won't book. Right. So if that's one of your struggles, I would love to hear back from you. And let me know. And so one of the things that we worked on was the messaging. Okay. So the very first thing that you're going to want to become aware of is the concept that in order to really be captivating and to attract the right audience, you have to start being okay with being a little bit polarizing. Okay, so I know that this may sound counterintuitive because we all want to be liked. We talk about the know, like, and trust factor. And so why would I ever say, oh, you need to be a little polarizing? What does that even mean? It basically means that you need to stop trying to be so politically correct and stop trying to make everyone like you. Okay. This is very difficult at a deep level. Which means that you have to make some decisions. It's very easy to not do this. Actually, it's very easy to not do this because you know that you can help a lot of people. You know that what you do can help solve different problems for different people, and part of you being a good person is wanting to be available to all of those people out there that you want to help. But when you do that, your messaging gets really watered down. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example here. I'll use my business for example. So, if you join the group, it's called the Modern Mystic Business Breakthrough. Why is that? Because I really enjoy working with transformational leaders who want to help people, right? But if you think about it, like this happened to me the other day actually. I was on a discovery call, and one of the people that I was talking to, she said to me, she's like, well, Marielle, what does this mean? Like, I'm a Christian, I don't know if this is for me. Okay. And I have to say, I did make a decision a long time ago that I wanted to work with people who are a little more on the esoteric side, the healers, the people who are the doctors, the people who are very open minded in terms of energy and how we use our energy. And it was interesting. That conversation was really interesting because I'm actually a Christian myself, but I stuck to I really, it was a very eye-opening experience because I I could have easily I could have easily tried to convince her, or I could have easily thought to myself, you know what, Marielle, maybe I shouldn't be so on the mystic side. Maybe I shouldn't be so woo woo. My brand shouldn't be so woo woo. But then but I didn't do that. And obviously, what I thought at that moment was, this is interesting because my messaging is polarizing enough to make someone uncomfortable. And not that I couldn't help her, but here's what happened yesterday, for example. On Tuesdays, inside of the mastermind, we have our goddess circle. And inside our goddess circle, we talk about things like manifestation. Yesterday, we did a thing, I led everyone through a really powerful visualization where they learned how to expand their energy and do get really focused on something. So, in any case, to make a long story short, during that actual goddess circle, we were talking about how because I am very niched down, and I know that I choose to work with women who are more on the woo woo side. I do actually work with some women who are very Christian, but definitely I made a choice to work with women who are more on the esoteric side, more on the energy side of metaphysics, and are open to that. Because I made that decision, our goddess circle was really powerful. I wasn't wondering whether I was being too woo woo for them, because we're all the same, like we all believe the same things. So it really allowed me to go very in depth on my teachings, and not make them watered down. So let me know if that is making sense. So when you stop trying, so again, I could go back and change my messaging and not be the modern mystic business breakthrough. But am I going to powerfully attract the people that I really love to work with? Because when we have let me just tell you that sometimes we'll get on sales calls with people, and they are already ready to work with us because they love the angle, they know what they're going to get, they know that they vibe with what we have to teach. And so those are really powerful yeses. Okay. And every now and then we get the, oh my god, no, is this too, am I going to be, is this too much for me? So be okay with being too much, because when you are too much for someone, you are going to be perfect for someone else. Okay. So one of the reasons that you will attract the wrong people is when you are being too nice, not nice, but when you're trying to be likable to everyone. So this again, you have to make some decisions, right? Now, just because you make the decisions to niche down and work with specific people, it does not mean that you're not going to be able to help other kinds of people out, right? So, like I said, I do get sometimes certain people who can be on the more dogmatic religious side, who are scared of the whole mystic name, right? Like the woo woo manifestation or new agey feel of things. But we also have people who are still very religious or Christian or whatever, and they're okay. They're still open minded to everything, right? So it doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to help other people out, but it does mean that 80% of your messaging is going to be targeted to one individual type of person. So yes, it's going to make you repel the people that you a certain market, but it's going to make you more attractive to the other market. So don't be afraid of being a little polarizing. It's very powerful in marketing to be that way. Okay. um the next thing that will really help you attract the right people is by being clear on the daily problems that people are going through. Okay, so if you talk about self-love, for example, self-love can mean anything. And nowadays, especially in today's market, it's such a sophisticated market that self-love to people goes in one ear and out the other. So you really have to get very cognizant and clear about some of the daily issues that they're experiencing. And that's really what's going to attract them. So think of it this way. if you're okay being a little polarizing, and focusing on a specific market, come hell or high water, and then you layer onto that talking about the specific issues that that market goes through, you're going to grab their attention. Okay, so don't think that getting likes and getting numbers, is going to get you clients. It's not. It's about getting the attention of the people and speaking to them in an emotional way that really captivates them. That's what's going to get you the right people. And in order to do that, you have to really be more of a mirror to them, and and speak about the things that matter to them, the specific things that matter to them. Okay. So obviously, in order to do that, we have to get over our own fears of being liked. We have to get out of our own way and stop talking about the things that we're passionate about, or stop talking about just the things that we're passionate about and being vague, and instead really start using that empathy. Good marketing is all about empathy. Okay. Using that empathy and really talking about the things that make that make them tick, right? So let me know if this is making sense, because doing this powerfully and doing it correctly can be the it can make or break your business. Okay. And so when you actually start creating messaging that is really captivating like that, your business is going to just skyrocket. And it's not only just going to become more profitable, but it's going to become more fun, because like I gave you the example of our goddess circle yesterday. You can go so much deeper with people that are, in a target niche than being with people that are from all over, from all kinds of walks of life. Then you kind of have to have a little bit more of a watered down teaching or message. So it really, really does make sense. Okay, so my final tip here is make sure that you are identifying the right platform for you, or the right place to post your content. Okay, so there's nothing worse than posting an amazing video about an amazing topic in front of the wrong people, or doing it just in front of like your friends and family. Like that can actually be really disheartening, because just to break the news, your friends and family are not going to be your customers. They're just not. So it's great to start there, to start getting warmed up, and it is valuable whenever you've already made a lot of connections with people. So if you're one of those people that has 2,000 friends, and that's because you've been in groups and have friended each other, then it could be a powerful platform. But make sure that you don't just post your content randomly. Find the places where your audience is. So if you have that, one of the reasons that I always recommend doing your live streams inside of a Facebook group is that those people hopefully already know you, like you, and trust you, and you created a you have some sort of entry point into your Facebook group where you identified that these people are the right people. If they're not the right people, then why are they inside of your Facebook group, right? So when you do your live streams inside of your Facebook group and you've done that correctly, then chances are that you are talking to people that do have those issues, and that they already know you and like you and trust you a little bit enough to be inside of that group with you. So don't go live blindly. Don't post your content just anywhere and everywhere. Do it in the right place. Make the decisions that you need to make in order to niche down correctly and speak to their daily problems. And don't be afraid of being a little polarizing. You know. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. I'm sure that every single person listening to this or watching this has you have your philosophies, you have your ideas, you have an idea of who you're here to help and who you really want to help, and stick to that. You know, you're not, is everyone going to like you? No, and that's a good thing. So if you know, wherever you're at in your business, if you're at that place where you really want to start attracting people and converting people into and helping them with what you do, then you're going to have to face the truth that that you're going to have to make some decisions and be ready to be a little polarizing and to be okay with that. And that's just huge inner growth, to be honest with you. When Whenever you make those decisions and you actually do it, it's one of the most healing things that you're going to do for yourself. And when you start doing that, you start showing up more authentically and really standing up for what you believe in and standing up for your decisions and being visible in that way. Like I said, it's not only powerful and magnetic to others, but it's super healing to you. So let me know if this made sense. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions, thoughts, ideas that you might have inside of the comment section. Also, if you are looking for help in building your business and really want to start building that foundation, knowing, you know, what kind of products should you have, how should you be talking about them, you know, you want hand holding, I encourage you to book a call with myself or my team for the Modern Mystic Business Breakthrough. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. Have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you next Wednesday on another episode of Life with Marielle. Mwah. Bye.